It's all right. All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Matthew Kellogg with the Appalachian Mountain Bike Club. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to see if we can get our music inside turned off. Chris, do you think you could pony up to the bar and we'll do karaoke later? I appreciate it. It's April, believe it or not. It's almost May. Time is flying by this year. Want to tell everybody that the weather is perfect to go ride a bicycle right now. Yesterday was not quite so perfect, although I know Joyride had a great ride at Sharps, which is good. Always plug in our... should I sing? I don't know. I don't think I can do it. Sorry, we're having some music difficulties here in person. And also for folks at home, you're going to notice, Clarion, that your daughter-in-law is on vacation right now. So we'll get links to everything that I'm going to talk about up on the Facebook feed after. Whew, that's great. That was actually not running through my head during all of this. All the links will be up afterwards, but in most cases, ambcnox.org will also do pretty well. So weather report, doing great. Dave's keeping our trails updated every single day. You're going to notice that in multiple locations, not just on the website. I'll teach you a new trick in the Hive Pass app shortly. Brian's waving. Oh, friend, okay. But nonetheless, everything's growing right now, so the trails are drying out pretty quickly. Dave does his best job to reset trail conditions as he sees fit during the day, but it's not his priority to make sure that at 2 p.m. to recheck those sorts of things. Use your best judgment when you're out there, and if the gates close at Baker, the gates close at Baker. That's that. Wayne, want to do a Wayne welcome for the month of April into May?
All right, classic interlude here. Who is new? We got any new members showing up tonight, or? Right on. Well, come on out. You didn't know this. This guy right here. Instead of this guy, what's your name?
My name's Tony Ward. I just joined like first of the year. I just did Sawyer training with David and Gooch a couple weeks back. I've lived in this area my whole life. I also volunteer with Catalyst Sports. I'm the co-adaptive mountain bike coordinator. So kind of here doing dual duty as an ambassador for that and, a Sawyer for Dave. Good.
Absolutely. Thanks for showing up. All right. Well, that's all we need to know. Anybody else? Any other shy members out there? Nope. That's it. All right. Back to you, Kellogg.
Okay. I'm working on camera angles over here. Tom's making sure we look good on the internet. Thank you, Tom. So I want to do a recap of last month. Want to let you know that we did have a great work party over at Sharps Ridge. Thanks to everybody who showed up for that. That work party was a bit unique in the fact that we had a number of other community groups out with us. Native Plant Rescue, I just noticed Joy head out from here. They did some invasive management work up there. The Veterans Heritage Site as well organized a road cleanup, so we're able to tackle some of the litter that's up there on top of the ridge during that work party. And in addition to that, the Knoxville chapter of the Tennessee Ornithological Society, the Birders, came out. So that's the first time they've reached out to us about coming up, and they in particular wanted to help out with the trash cleanup as well. I was up there checking on the crew, meeting with them. Must have been last week, something like that. We were up there first thing in the morning. Lots of birders on the ridge in the morning. It's wild how many folks are out enjoying that ridge line all along the top road. Dead in the middle of the road, absolutely right. And looking up, by the way, through binoculars. So pay attention, whether you're in your car or whether you're riding. Makes me want to invite them out for other work parties and see what else they're seeing in the woods. Pretty cool. Also, would be terribly impolite if I didn't thank Luke at FC Peddler, who provided lunch for the work party. He catered it out through Sweet Peas. So we put your hands together for Luke, who fed us all during that work party. Thank you so much, FC Peddler. Other things that have gone on this month in particular, this last weekend was a busy weekend for cycling events. Norris area Poker Run went on up at Norris area Trails, so that's a fundraiser for them. And then Earth Day over at Baker Creek. I'm not sure if anybody stopped by for that, but Lewis and I stopped by, rode on the pump track, checked out the market, had a good meal. And they actually had a qualifier for the event that we do at Fall Fest. So each year for Earth Day, if you're interested in checking out sort of some of the best line competition and work on the asphalt jump line, they've got a competition they run on that. So pretty fun to watch that. We also had an evening of films at Banff, at the Bijou for Banff Film Festival. The Bijou Theater always picks 2 nonprofits each year, and we were lucky enough to be one of their beneficiaries this year, so we very much appreciate them for picking us for that. My palms are not as sweaty as they were that night, but always there are a couple of films that are just gripping during that show, and this year was no different than others. So thrilled to have not only Banff in town, but they sent their touring agent around as well. So somebody got to experience Knoxville for the first time on tour, very similar to what they did pre-COVID. So they sent somebody along with videos. So upcoming events. This month is a bit different on the work party schedule. We're not going to have a work party the first Saturday of the month, which I know is on your calendar already. So I'm sorry. But I informed you guys last month, Outlandish is happening on Saturday. So come out and join us for that. Chris, you're chuckling over there. He's happy to be here. So don't show up at a trailhead at 9 a.m. looking to swing a rogo and eat lunch at noon with just a small crew. You're going to show up to IMS. There are a whole host of events that are happening for the Outlandish Festival. This is a group of nonprofits and businesses got together about a year ago and just said, hey, we really do need to have a festival for the outdoors in Knoxville. And this is the attempt at that. So not only is it sort of modeled after the Fall Festival, good job for creating a great festival, everybody. But there'll be events, there'll be spectacles, so things that you can watch. One of the spectacles Dave's helping out with is an airbag that we're setting up right in the front lawn there at IMS, the main campus. Day and Age will be playing. We'll have music throughout the day from a number of different artists, capping off with Ferd in the evening on Saturday. Similar to Fall Fest as well, there's a movie on Friday night. It's a Whitewater Film Festival on Friday evening. So on the lawn at IMS. Friday and Saturday, there will be food trucks and beer, etc. available at IMS as well. So all the information for that is on our website, but also outlandishaf.org. So one thing that I know they got insurance for last week was the slack line across the quarry. I really hope I'm not overselling this. I want to be there for that. Looking forward to watching that. I hope to be on the water for it, but there's a great bowl that you can walk around to be able to see that spectacle. So, and evidently the same group that's doing that is going to have some low slack lines on land for folks to try out if you want to try your hand on that. Sorba Summit is coming up. So Outlandish is this first Saturday, Friday the 2nd, Saturday the 3rd. The following weekend, I invite everybody to join Sorba over in Western North Carolina. The Sorba Summit is Friday and Saturday is the Western North Carolina Bike Festival. Festival. It's a fest. Best of the fest. We'll pop a link up to that, but you could also grab it through sorba.org. The summit's on the main page there, and it's got details to the agenda. So if you're looking to learn some more about advocacy work and that sort of stuff, we will have a number of AMBC representatives at the Sorba Summit learning. I'll also be speaking a little bit about capacity and how we do the work that we do here in Knoxville to share our story. But there are a ton of different speakers, different sessions that you can attend. There's a silent auction that's going on. I believe that auction ends Saturday evening. It is online and is available now. So if you're on the Summit website, you can get a link to that. Philip keeps nodding. I appreciate that. Nod, nod, nod. So the silent auction has a ton of different stuff, not just Western North Carolina stuff, also a bunch of bike gear. If you're in the market for some I-9 wheels or some suspension components, may want to consider that that auction, which all supports Western North Carolina or Sorba. Both. Wow, that sounds like a win-win. That's great. All right. Next up on my agenda is to talk about Hive Pass. And Hive Pass may be just an internal name that I'm using for this. But everyone who was a member that Wayne welcomed and the folks that weren't members that he welcomed has the opportunity to utilize your membership in a Sorba-based application. So if you have a smartphone, you can hop on your App Store, Google Marketplace, I'm not sure what the term is there, but your App Store. On an Apple device, you're going to search for Southern Off-Road Bicycle Association. Once you type in Southern Off-Road, you basically get Sorba. So click that. And if not, Wayne and I have a QR code that we've got with us. You can just snap a photo of it. It takes you straight to the app. And basically, you can start filling out your information to be a member. Why would you want to be a member of this organization? Well, there's a number of reasons why you'd want to be a member. One really neat perk of having a new member application that Sorba has for us is that the application has some functionality that the paper card that you were mailed in years past just didn't really have. So on our tab, you've got your membership card. You've got benefits, Zirkle. Have you been able to download this yet?
I got it.
You got it.
I got it.
All right, it took me about a half hour to get Zirkle through it the other day, but I'm glad to hear he's got it. So the benefits tab is the one signified by the star. If you guys are following along with me here or at home, you're going to notice that there are a number of benefits to being a member other than just supporting this incredible community that we've all created. Food and beverage sponsors, I'm going to run through them because I think it just deserves a little bit of time this evening. So Trailhead Beer Market, Joe down there is actually donating $1 from every pint that you buy towards the club. Great win for us there. Alliance down the street from here is continuing their deal, which is 50 cents off of beer and 50 cents to the club. Ebony and Ivory is $1 off your first pint when you show up. So ride at Sharps Ridge, swing back by Ebony and Ivory, show your membership card. So when you do that, you hit that deal, and then you just hit your member card, and there you go. They've got a button on their computer. We've already talked about it with them. You're good to go. Some people ride at Norris. I love it during the winter. I love it because you can end on a downhill and you can get trout dip, right? And a cold beer at Clinch River Brewing. Well, as an AMBC member, by the way, also as a CVTA member, just for this particular, for a lot of these deals, $2 off your first pint at Clinch River Brewing. Whoa, whoa. Oh, my goodness. Man, this membership is paying for itself right now. Get online and get it. So that's just the food and beverage, and that's what we've gotten right now. We've got a lot of feelers out in the community. If you know somebody who's interested in supporting not only us, but also their business and our members, have them give us a shout. On the bikes front, Psychology down in Maryville is offering $20 off if you spend $100 at their shop. Great deal there. Nico builds custom frames. Frameworks custom frames, 10% off. Tennessee Valley Bikes, I believe they're in the works of a spinning wheel, which I am very much in support of. But for now, they are doing members will receive 10% off of parts and accessories, as well as 15% off of TVB merchandise, and one extra cocktail at their monthly happy hour. Okay, keep that in mind. 2 bikes, free flat fixes with the purchase of a tube or sealant. So they'll reseat your tube or reseat your wheels for you with that stuff. Bike parks, we've got a couple right now, Canuga and Ride Rock Creek, both 10% off of your passes when you head over there. Wayne and I actually rode over at Wildside last week, I believe it was. They are about to open some new trails at Wildside. A couple of them built by some of our great friends with I'd Ride. And I think Southern Gravity also is finishing up some work. May 1st is your date for Wildside. They're opening a few new trails. They are awesome. We may have gotten a preview. They're above my pay grade in a lot of ways, but they are beautiful and a lot of fun. Some really great terrain to enjoy over there at Wildside. So they're hoping to be on the app in May. So keep an eye out for that one. On the gear front, Little River Trading Company down in Maryville, $100. You spend $100, they'll give you $20 off. Race Series, Downhill Southeast, 10% off of races. And that's what we got on the app right now. Like I said, there's no reason to not support great access to trails in Knoxville. The community that's supported are built around those, and also the benefits that you receive just in coupons alone. Also on the app, you're going to notice there's a Trees and Trails tab. That Trees and Trails tab is a gateway for you to get some information to us in the form of trail conditions or trees down. If you scroll to the trees version, send us the details, it's going to auto-populate an email straight to us. You can send our crew the information that they need to get the tree out of your way as quickly as possible, because we don't check Facebook, we don't check Instagram for those types of things, and that is the clearinghouse for for trees. There's also a handy link to trail conditions on that app as well. So I think I've probably beaten that dead horse at this point. Madison, is there anything else you'd like to say about the app that you launched? Come on over here. Come on now. So, oh my God, I think I did. Wait, more credit. All right. So Maddie is fresh 90 days in, I do believe, maybe 92 or 3 with Sorba. Philip made a great hire, and it's been incredible to see you not only roll out the training, but also roll out this app. And I look forward to hearing more about it at the summit as far as back-end stuff, and just thrilled to learn more about it. Tell us what you want to say.
Thank you. I'm Maddie. I'm the membership director at Sorba. That was awesome. I love everything you went through. I was just going to add, you do get, as a chapter member, you're also automatically a Sorba member. So on the app, when you join your chapter, you'll also automatically be joined for Sorba and get our benefits as well. We did just recently launch Expert Voice. So if you were previously a member and loved that benefit, we do have Expert Voice again. We've got a lot of other benefits on there. May is our membership drive. So if you join or renew during the month of May, you're automatically entered into our giveaway. You have a chance to win up to 1 of 7 prizes. And then by joining or renewing in May, you can also help out AMBC. So the chapter who has the largest membership percent increase in the month of May will win a Backslope Tools tool package of up to like $500. So if you join or renew in May, not only are you entered in the giveaway, but you're helping out AMBC as well. Backslope Tools is also doing a giveaway for a Clyde Pro. So you could win your own Clyde Pro to bring to the next trail day. You'll sign up for their newsletter with our Sorba link, and you'll be automatically entered into that as well. So keep an eye out for your emails about the membership drive. If you have any questions about membership, I'll be hanging out after, so just give me a holler.
Thank you so much. Yeah, hands there. And this app really it makes it super easy to be members of multiple clubs. You just swipe through. There's my Sorba main card. There's my 5 Rivers. There's my CVTA. And just because it was so easy, I joined Upper Cumberland Sorba last week because they were doing some awesome work in Middle Tennessee. And I was like, you know what? We should help them out too. So I'm going to quit blabbing about that, and I'm going to talk a little bit. Actually, Wes, did you want to talk? You got cards in your hand. You want to talk about them? Look at it. He was checking stocks or something. Oh, thank you. Tom, you like that. Yeah, Tom's liking that. Wes introduced this last month. Talk more.
Yeah, so the Parks and Rec office in the city of Knoxville, we have started an endeavor to update the Parks and Rec master plan. So hopefully you guys have seen something about that or have found some information, but it's an opportunity for public input on what you think parks should look like, what those recreation opportunities from programming to spaces to connectivity, better trails, better basketball courts. Wayne really likes pickleball, I think. Wayne's in the pickleball. He's going to build one at 4th and Gill. It's already on the interactive map. But there are a couple ways to engage. There are some public meetings that are ongoing throughout the community, but the easiest thing for you guys to do is to go to the website, playknoxvilletn.com. There's also a QR code on these handy dandy cards that I have here. I'll give out in a few minutes. But there's a survey. It takes about 15 or 20 minutes. Fill that out. And there's an interactive map that lets you drop a pin anywhere you think something could be improved or you think something could change or things that you like. All that input's going to be gathered and filtered through into our Parks Master Plan that will be sometime towards the end of the year, hopefully be wrapping up. So the public engagement and the opportunity to put input into this initial phase is through the end of May. So you have a few more weeks to do that, but why wait? Just go ahead and do it tonight when I give you this card. So we appreciate everybody's input on that. And, it's your opportunity to help inform the next 5 to 10 years of kind of master plan opportunities. So thanks.
Yeah, it's really important for cyclists to get our voice heard in these plans. So do spend a little bit of time on this. It will pay dividends over the life of the Parks Master Plan. So civic duty, fill out the form. They're also going to City of Knoxville Parks and Rec will have a booth this weekend at Outlandish as well. So you can always stop by there and get more information on the master plan from them. Madeline, you wanted to give a Joyride update? Awesome shirt. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Madeline with AMBC Joyride, and our whole mission is to get more women on bikes. So last month, we had 2 events. One of them was an awesome tie-dye party at Trailhead. So we had a blast doing that. We tie-dyed Joyride t-shirts, bags, and bandanas. So you'll see some ladies rocking some really cool tie-dye around town. And we also, yesterday, we were supposed to have a Joyride at Hasty to find wildflowers, but obviously it rained. So we went to Sharps Ridge and had a really good intermediate and beginner plus ride. And we had a lot of women come out for that. Our next ride is going to be at Big South Fork on the AMBC weekend up there. So signups will be open for that soon. And we're going to have a joyride up at Wildside in July. So be looking for that. They gave us some free passes for our joyride ladies to be able to come. And then Madison's going to come up and talk about something that we're launching this summer.
Hello again. So we'll be bringing back the South Loop summer series progression. So that's actually like how I got started with Joyride. Madeline was talking about it when I first moved here. What it aims to do is kind of break up the South Loop into small digestible segments that you can work on in session. And then in September, we'll do the whole South Loop as a group with other riders, other joyriders. So we're going to be doing rides May through August. It's going to be the 4th Thursday of every month at 6 p.m. 4th Thursday every month, 6 p.m. If it rains, we will... No, let me think. We will have dates in the calendar. It should be like the 3rd Thursday because then the 4th or last Thursday would be the rain day. So check the AMBC calendar. We'll be sending out the events on social media soon. But yeah, we'll be doing like 3 to 5 miles of South Loop sections May through August. And then in September, we'll put it all together and ride with the other joyriders. But check out the event for the dates.
Awesome. Social ride. I'm going to talk because Carter's looking at me and Amanda's looking at Carter. But I know the intel. You guys have trained me. It's 1st and 3rd Tuesdays. Okay? 1st Tuesday. Meads. I don't know this one. Meads Corey is on the 1st Tuesday, right? So coming up, that would be May the 6th is your first Tuesday. It'll actually be coinciding with Big Fun Tuesday. So IMS will have a food truck out at the quarry. They'll have their bar open. You've got a quarry to splash into. Enjoy it. Then the third Tuesdays, they're meeting over at Baker. So meet down at the bottom at the giant, huge, awesome map under the shade and prepare for a ride. So those social rides are open to anybody who wants to go out and have a good time on bicycles. Oh, yeah, and 9 a.m. at Outlandish this weekend, a couple hours of riding before the whip-off, which starts at 11. Come enjoy those things. All those social rides are meeting at 5:30 and rolling out at 6, by the way. So it gets you a little bit of time after work to get prepared and get out on the trails. Then, Chris, you got anything on AYC you want to chat about? I'd like a 30-second recap of that ride you did in Arkansas. Can you, or 20 seconds?
No, I don't
What was it
think
called?
how I can condense doom.
Doom. Okay, that's all you got to say.
If that says anything,
Doom completed.
56 hours into 30 seconds is a challenge.
You just did it.
But more important and more fun is the kids. We want everybody on bikes, but the kids is the arena that I'm in with Appalachian Youth Cycling. So we're full into our Monday rides out at Concord in the evening at 6 o'clock, and our Thursdays usually out of Forks of the River at 6 o'clock. So those are going on. You can find more about them either on the socials with Appalachian Youth Cycling or through AMBC. But the first thing coming up that I really want to tell everybody about is Knox Bike Racing does the Wednesday races. So they're really grassroots and local and really fun and approachable for everybody. And a lot of our kids have fun doing them. And so Chris Kimball with Knox Bike Racing, this coming next Wednesday at Meads Quarry, which is the 7th, Appalachian Youth Cycling is presenting the race. And then there's going to be support that juniors can race for free. So if they're just interested and never been, or they want to bring their buddies out to check it out, they get to race for free. So we'll be there also with information for parents. So you can look for the Appalachian Youth Cycling tent. And then also in May is on the 18th is our summer kickoff. So we're having a big party out at Concord on Sunday starting at 1 o'clock. That's for parents and riders and everybody to meet the coaches and go have a good time and hang out with us. So
Very good. You bet. Thank you so much. I was trying to think while you spoke if I've ever done anything for 56 hours. And I don't think I have. All right, Trail Crew updates. They've been doing some awesome work out there in the woods. Dave is relaxing at the moment, so I'm not going to call him to come up. Yeah, I just wish I had a photo of you right now. It's good. So where have they been? They've been cataloging every single bridge and structure within the urban wilderness. I'm looking at Jessica right now, who is our former AmeriCorps current employee. Yep, that happened today. Yeah, my goodness. What a roller coaster ride this last week has been with the AmeriCorps program. And like I mentioned to Jessica last week, I consider you an incredibly valuable member of our team, and we appreciate you being here in Knoxville with us. So thank you. So other than bridge work, they've been doing a ton of tree work. You may have read on the internet or seen it on the interwebs, the news, the talkie box, Sharps Ridge caught fire. There's a small brush fire up there, but nonetheless, dozers can do some damage, but they can also contain a fire. And so we're thrilled that the hill didn't really catch fire. And there is some work to get done over there. The crew has already completed that work. I think the website's already been updated. We tried to get it open for the weekend, and things were just a little too soft on the downhill lines, but Lincoln was open. You know, it was really amazing. I talked to Chris Kimball. He had his race out there last Wednesday, and they were not going to be using the backside of Lincoln at all. So it worked out perfectly that there was a closure. Everything worked out just fine. It's just really, we're really lucky to have the crew that we have that's able to do whatever needs to happen on a daily basis. I was actually lucky enough to head up to Madison, Wisconsin for the a combined conference with the Professional Trail Builders and also the American Trails Association for the International Trails Summit in Madison, and got to see their awesome town, really great cycling infrastructure, a ton of representatives from not only Knoxville, but also Tennessee. I know Shaggy and Wes were up there learning as much as we could at this conference. I've got a whole host of takeaways from that, and just thrilled to be able to still be a sponge in our environment. So nonetheless, if you guys find work for the trail crew to do, just make sure to send it their direction. I know they've got a whole host of trees they're going to start clipping off this week. They're going to be helping get set up for Outlandish later in the week, and see you out there on Saturday. Does anybody have anything else before we sign off for the evening? I know you guys all want to come see the QR code that's on my phone, or Wayne's. Yep. But with that, we're going to call it a night. Thanks so much. We will see you May 26th right back here. It's going to be a beautiful evening, just like tonight. Make sure to tip your bartender when you head in here, and say thanks to the crew at Southside Garage for not only hosting us, but also being nice enough to turn their music down so that I can blab. So cheers, y'all.